Earlier
Surprisingly,
today,
Cheesebear not going Martha Lucina.
that's what I was gonna say. We saw him play Lucina earlier. We saw him play Sheik earlier also.
Yeah, and I feel like those are both Sheik. Most people think beats Cloud, and
yeah, I can see
Lucina
it.
Marth. Most people think it's even with Cloud, because like the equal sword disjoint. But
Yeah.
Marth Lucina having way better recovery than Cloud.
Now, one thing about Juneau in particular, I know he thrives on Battlefield. He's really one of the few Clouds that I see that does extremely well on Battlefield with platform and being able to land the up air string.
Yeah, his juggles definitely always been nice, pretty much.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think they actually did this match. Oh, unfortunately, Battlefield catching Cheesebear there.
Actually, it's just only the right side of Battlefield that's like
yeah,
that
that's
too.
true. It is only the right. You want to let the Blade Beam rip, but
Yeah, Limit Blade Beam actually a combo tool from like 0 to 20. You can combo like Nair or even back air off of it.
Right now we see Cheesebear trying to do some work though.
Yeah, but he unfortunately, I think, probably misinput and did like a full hop up air and it kind of messed up his jump.
Yeah.
Just looking for back airs and down tilts and side Bs.
Side Bs,
neutral,
yeah. This is the Cloud Ditto.
Yeah, the platform's causing them not to really down there much in
Ooh,
neutral.
that was a really nice empty jump grab. Got limit on deck, so yeah, they both have limit. I'll be curious to see how Juneau decides to use this. Wow, that forward smash still
yeah,
killing.
reads the dash in and just forward smash. Now it's pretty even.
Yeah, Cheesebear with the limit advantage, but down some percent.
I actually think, in my opinion, that limits a disadvantage unless you can use it in a lot of matchups. Like, not all of them, because obviously it's more mobility, but the lower jump height and the faster falling actually makes you get comboed harder.
That is true.
It makes you, like, since you don't jump as high, it's harder to, like, jump out of combos, too. So it actually just makes you a little weaker. I'd say especially in the Ditto, up airs juggled.
That is true.
Until you, like, actually, like,
oh, wow, that was a great offstage cross slash. I think traditionally, though, I've seen, like, a lot of the Japanese Clouds tend to hang on to limit longer than the American one.
I feel like
interesting.
they hang on to it so they don't get gimped.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like, I'll have this the whole game so I never get gimped. And if I do get off stage and I have the up B.
You see the immediate switch.
Yeah, Juneau's run off side was pretty decisive, I think.
Yeah.
Confident.
Now, I think they actually did do the Ditto last week in amateur brackets, so maybe that's where thought he could do it again, but clearly Juneau adapted. And
yeah, Cheesebear just going for the bouncing off the grab. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, Juneau.
He caught his jump.
Yeah, caught his jump.
Wow. Just like that. I mean, I don't even know what to say. That was really excellent awareness.
No, but I feel if Cheesebear does get another grab, I feel he shouldn't do bouncing fish, because you can just do the fair string, and that's going to carry Cloud off the stage, touch you up for that edge guard. Whereas if you're just bouncing fish, it pretty much resets neutral. And Sheik in this matchup's all about winning. They're like keeping your advantage state, keeping Cloud at ledge, keeping him like
even
safe.
just keeping space with Sheik seems like a decent plan, because having needles on deck and just being able to run in, get those types of punishes. I don't think we saw Jeb. Oh, wow, that was a really
he's limit. I know I've heard Mr. R even say that he feels more Sheik should do up B at ledge in this matchup.
Up B at the ledge? Okay.
To cover
the
lack of snap on Cloud's up B. So her up B actually hits below stage pretty far.
Oh, forward smash there. Trying to go for the reverse forward. Wow, that was sick.
Yeah, forward air and then just reverse forward smash. Yeah.
Yep. Gotta admire that patience. He's looking a little bit on the defensive side, going for
that was the Cloud trailer combo.
And we got a lot closer game than we think.
He was, I think, one more nair right there in the side B with it.
Yeah. Juneau's getting scared though too.
Use his jump again, he's gonna
he got scared. Shielding a little bit too much, able to.
Very smart to save his air dodge and wait. Sheik's bouncing fish actually is reactable, which is very difficult.
Trying to go for these scoops. Bouncing Fish is gonna do
That's
it.
gonna do it, yeah.
That was a really close set though, despite that early.
Yeah, despite the early
stop.
death. So usually when you have a game like that, when you lose, but you can say I lost, but
Yeah.
you don't quite lose your confidence, right? Because you're like,
Yeah,
I lost, but I died when you know, from 0.
Yeah.
So you're gonna think
You just got to make the adjustments
still
for next
close,
time.
yeah. Just pretty much don't jump,
Yeah.
and you'll probably win the game.
You got to be careful. Yeah. And it looks like Cheesebear is sticking with. I think we're going to Duck
Duck
Hunt.
Hunt.
I don't know how to feel about this. I think
It's
Cloud
definitely good for Cloud, I think.
it's good for Cloud, but I think it also kind of takes advantage of this stage because I think she does well on FD, which we saw the last game.
I feel like the thinking for Cloud here is that Sheik doesn't have the greatest platform pressure. So if he camps with Limit, then yeah, you're not really scared of much. Except Sheik actually can throw grenades into the lane.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, not
Yeah.
much. And also, the bigger, like wider stage makes it harder for Sheik to force you off stage. If you just stand center stage, Sheik will have to approach you eventually. She probably will. You know, if you stand the opposite side of stage, she has to cross the middle of the stage at some point.
That is true. Oh. Wow, that would have been. I think you would have died there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. One tricky thing though about Duck Hunt is the side blast zones look a lot closer than they really are. It's has the biggest distance between the vision box and the actual blast zone box. So
Yeah, like-
you will turn the bubble really early, but there's actually a lot of space out there. It's pretty much the same amount of space that's visible.
Got sniped with the needle, still able to recover though. He didn't even have to use the wall jump, which is another advantage for Cloud on this stage.
Yeah, I think because his percent was so high, that's why the needle
Yeah.
sent him really high. Probably at like 20, 30, probably just died there.
Right now, probably best option, trying to go edge guard.
Yeah, that's when the matchup gets a little rough for Sheik.
What? It's gonna be bad. He's gonna have to use the limit. Recovers. Really weird recovery, but still not getting pumped.
Yeah, limit up be very quick.
That was a good roll
recovery.
away.
Yeah, Sheik's rapid jab actually will kill pretty soon.
Ooh. Unfortunately, unable to make it back, and right now,
Yeah,
Cheesebear
he might have been able to wall jump there, but
Might have been able to. Okay.
yeah,
I was not even expecting that.
he's
But,
like, all right, you're gonna roll right now.
Yeah. I think he kind of used the grass there to his advantage. Like, what I'm doing. Cracking on this huge damage. Probably trying to wait for an air dodge there. They're not fighting.
Ooh. Kind of checking each other out at this point. Cheesebear holding shield a lot, scared of the limit side beat. No, scared of being thrown off stage. And
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Unfortunately, he has to use.
Yeah, it's those. I think like a second or so after you get hit, you can't grab ledge. You got hit by needle, so.
Waiting for.
No surprise, Juneau hasn't been using down tilt to try a 2-frame.
That too. Yeah.
It's pretty easy against Sheik's recovery.
That back
Yeah, that runoff back air will.
That's what I was expecting Juneau to do a little bit more of, just facing the backers, trying to kind of fishing from like Fox does.
But we've all seen the Cloud comebacks before.
I was gonna say this game is far from over, just because.
I think even a falling up air to limit
Forward smash.
the limit
That's a
down
weird
B would
angle,
be
too.
true, but of course use limit again. High recovery.
Wanted that.
Actually, he sent me the video a long time ago where he showed that if you power shield the high recovery.
Ooh. Oh my gosh! Holy cow. That was a sick dunk and comeback from Juneau.
And
Wow.
Cheesebear tried the bouncing fish shield, and Juneau